everyone, welcome back to Living It Country. I'm Holly and today we have another gorgeous farmhouse we get to tour today for the fall 2020 season, and I'm so excited to have Corrine here from Junk to Gems on Instagram. She is sharing her beautiful farmhouse they're renovating. It is a 1889 farmhouse, so you guys are gonna get so much inspiration of vintage finds and antiques, and you're also gonna get inspiration on DIYs and budget-friendly items in the home. So I'm so excited to have her here today. So let's welcome her here today. Let's tour her home and get lots of inspiration for the fall season.
Hi everyone, this is Corrine from Junk to Gems, aka Curly Willow Acres. Tucker here wanted to say hi. He's our mini. Hi. Huh. And then he likes to be in the show too. And then I want to show you my pumpkins here. Excuse me, Tuck. All these pumpkins came from our own patch this year, so that was exciting for us. And we grow quite a big garden, so all the corn stalks came from there too. But I love all the flat white ones and the peach colored ones. So exciting to get our own stuff, plus it saves money. Well, hubby likes that. I want to say thank you to Holly for asking me to do this video. She's so sweet, and I appreciate all of you watching. This is my little rusted bike that I decorate for the seasons. There's some more pumpkins and corn stalks. I switched out my bike wreath that was here and just put a grapevine one for fall. And this is our porch planter. Instead of a railing here, I wanted to do something different, and so we decided to do a planter there. So I got the grasses there and the geraniums probably towards its end soon, but I'm enjoying it while it's there. And then I'll replace it with some corn stalks. And here is, I have a little whimsy and color to my porch this year, which is different for me because I am usually a neutral girl, so this is different for me. But I'm kind of liking it, and I know the grandkids love it. Here's some a welcome sign we make them and sell them. And this is some DIY lanterns I did. And then a DIY wreath I did. Everything is on my blog too, Junk to Gems, if you want to see more. And then this, because it's an old house, this is a squeaky door. Seems like everything squeaks in the house. As soon as you come in the entryway, you'll see our family. And then this is not styled perfectly. We use our entryway just like the front mat. I can't ever have the cute little front mat because my family uses it. But it's useful, and this is where we can put all our stuff that we need to take off after being out in the barn. We have chickens and the mini. And so now we'll go ahead and go in the kitchen. This is the next room. And welcome to our kitchen. This is where I have a lot more DIYs too. For fall, I brought in a lot of nature rather than buying things. I had this palm grass that I put in this vase, or bottle, I guess you would call it. Got apples from our tree. And I love to decorate my pendants and chandeliers for the holidays too. I think that just adds a little something without having to spend a lot. We have open shelving over here. We completely remodeled the first floor here of our farmhouse. It's like it was built in 1889 and then added on 2 years from there. But so it's quite old, parts of it. And that's why you get the squeaky doors and the squeaky floors. But I kind of like all the quirks. Instead of adding cabinets up here, we did the open shelving. It's my DIY letterboard. Put a little fall saying in there. And I love going to the thrift store and getting things. That's where I found them bowls and everything. everything on the shelves is used. That's what I don't mean used, but I mean something I use daily. So we put all that there, and we built the range hood and put some old trim around the top. My husband used to be a builder, and he'd gotten that old trim out of a old farmhouse. Creaky floor again. And we added an island in the middle. When we bought this house, sorry for the sunshine, it's kind of bright, it was taken over by raccoons. So it was a lot of work. We got it done. Well, I used try to make that, yeah, there you can see it better. The hutch over there was something my mother had given me, and I knew I wanted to use it in here for my kitchen for a furniture piece. So that's what I did, and then my husband built the pantry, and then that's our little coffee station right there. And there's the door to the kitchen. It was squeaky when we came in. And then you go through the opening. Here is our dining room. That's my favorite place to decorate. We put the full fireplace in. I like to decorate that for the different seasons. And that chippy cabinet there I've had for years. There's another decorated chandelier. And then that architectural piece there is something I had found at a yard sale, so we added a shelf to it. And then that right there is just a headboard that I cut off the legs and then sanded it and everything. Chalk painted it and sanded it, and then added hooks to it. And I have my Indian corn wreath I made this year. I know it's a little unruly, but I thought it was kind of cute. Again, using things from nature. And there's some, you're going to see hydrangeas all over my home. I love to dry. I have some hydrangea bushes that this year is the first year here that we've been here 2 years, and this is the first year they were doing really good. So I was able to get a lot of blooms from them. And then the middle pumpkin there is from our pumpkin patch. I added a lot of green in here for fall. I thought, well, then that will carry on to Christmas time too. I got an old accordion rack here that I had gotten at a yard sale for 25 cents. A chair that was given to us. Everybody knows I like old things. They're junk, they say, but I like it's treasures for me. All these mirrors I got at Goodwill, and one day I found all of them, and I haven't found any since or before that. But this is my favorite piece to decorate for the holidays and different seasons. I just put the wood slices on the bottom there. And then from there, it's going to be hard to get this in here, but this is our laundry room. Wallpaper at the back there, and that's a old rack that not the previous owners, but other owners from way back had put up for drying their clothes. So I use it too. I like to put lace on it. But we have lots of storage in here, which is very unusual for a farmhouse because usually you're hurting for storage, but someone had thought of this previous to us and put in lots of closets. So that was a big blessing because usually you don't find that. Yes, it's my floor squeaking again. And this is the bathroom. We only have one bathroom, and that's been okay for us. It's just the two of us, and we do have the kids over for dinners and stuff. It really hasn't been a problem. I moved a antique cabinet in there, and that holds all our towels and stuff. This, just early this summer, I'd added the wallpaper and then put the beadboard wallpaper up here and added them prints, and then added this railing here and added some hooks to it. There's more hydrangeas. We've got some dried roses down there in the lantern. And then added some goodies to the top of the cabinet for fall, some bittersweet. I have a bittersweet vine out here. My paintbrush collection. Small collection because there's only 3, but they're hard for me to find around here. And here is some more green I added to the dining room. And for my centerpiece, I just used one of my old bottles, some leaves again. Them ones are not, them are full ones, but that I've had. I had these old chippy posts I had cut off, and then I use them as candle holders. Obviously when we have company over, I take that off the table, but I like it for centerpiece. I think it looks nice. Yeah, everything in the home is vintage or thrifted or DIY'd. We live on a small budget, and that's what I have to do, and actually I enjoy it. I would rather have old than new any day for me. Okay, now that we're done with the dining room, we will go ahead and go into the living room. That right there is the archway to our living room, and that's our door to our upstairs, and then that's the door to our bedroom. We'll go ahead and do the living room first. And here I have the light on because all the clouds came and it looks like it's going to rain now. So I have to turn that on so you can see better. This is my gallery wall here. I've done. And got something in the way there. That's just me. It's just the way I am. If you follow my Instagram, you know this. This is my gallery wall I did with some old mirrors. I did my DIY faux leather leaf garland. I got that architectural piece at a yard sale for like $5 years ago. So I hung that up as a shelf in here because it's such a large wall. I needed something big to start out with. And that was what I did. And then I added a leaf garland and some amber bottles and an old print from yard sale up there. The couch, I had the pillows perfect, but as you can see, there's a little green something there. And it's my doggie, Chloe. And she's trying to pretend like I'm not videotaping her, but as you can see by her ears, she knows. She was going to have none of me having perfectly poised pillows for this. On my side table here, I have an old crate. I have a plant and pumpkin and Indian corn in. I love to use old crates for all sorts of things. The little cabinets I thrift store find. I painted it with some chalk paint. And then for here, for a coffee table, I have an old vintage shipping crate that I put some white legs on, or painted them white legs. I use a basket underneath there for our photo books. And then this tureen, I have our Indian corn. We had so much from our garden, our first year growing it, so it was exciting. But I loved the way all these husks dried and the different colors, so I wanted to use them as a centerpiece. Plus it's free. More pampas grass from outside. I love you bringing nature in and using it as much as you can instead of buying full branches. There's an old bird cage I have some pumpkins in, and that's an accent wall that we did, just wallpaper, but it's very real looking. And this is where I sit right here to do my devotions, and I get to sit up here and look at that tree just changing a little bit each day. It's going to be beautiful soon. And then this is a leaf wreath I got at the thrift store. And this is what I call my fall wall. And I made that shelf. That's on my Instagram if you want to know how I made that. more amber bottles from a yard sale. And this is a old table leaf that I turned into a hanging rack and put some hooks on it. And I have more dried PG hydrangeas. I love them. This is my first year being able to dry the PG hydrangeas. And literally, when I picked them, I just put them in that basket and they dried just like that. I've done it just like that or in a little bit of water. Either works. Here I have just a piece of fleece. I do this for the holidays. Just buy a decorative piece of fleece that I like and just throw it over the back of a chair or the arms of the couch. Another old architectural piece. As you can see, I love white chippy architectural things. Anything old is my jam. Another old mirror and a basket I have some flowers in for fall. And then this is our little homestead's name, Curly Willow Acres. It was built in 1889 and we bought it in 2018. And we have got the first floor done now and taken a nice long break. So I'm hoping to start on the second floor. That's an old hutch I just chalk painted. Left the top raw. Put my mercury glass pumpkins in there so they're away from the grandchildren, so it's not so tempting for them. I put the other unbreakable pumpkins down further for them. And this is an old porch post. I made this years ago. I found that old porch post at a yard sale and put a bird house on the top of it and then put a little light, and I still love that thing. It's came with me at every house. A ladder with some garland up there, another architectural piece. Going back into the dining room. Board and Indian corn again. I'm going to the bedroom. I turn the light on because it's so dark. I have this vintage garden bench at the end, and I have this old wire pumpkin here, and then another one, and I put some Indian corn in the basket, a few pumpkins on my old crate that I turned into a side table, and that accent wall I had just done looks like peeling paint. An old mirror I have some old platters on. As I'm doing this, I'm finding I have a lot of old things and a lot of DIYs. I guess that's what I love, as I'm discovering here. And over here is this wall. It's a small room, but we knew that as we got older we wouldn't be able to navigate stairs. Not that we're that old yet, but it could get difficult. And this is a barn door my hubby made us for the closet. I forgot to show that. And I love that pumpkin. I put just in here, I just put a few pumpkins and then the leaf garland around the chandelier. And now we're back to the dining room. I want to thank Holly for inviting me to do this tour. It was so much fun. And I want to thank you all sincerely for taking the time out of your busy day to watch. If you want to know any more behind the scenes or anything, any other things that we're doing on our little farm here, I do show some of that. And just other decor that I'm working on, you can go to Instagram, junk_gems, or my blog, Junk to Gems blog. And you all have a beautiful day.